his ambition and greed for president. That's just the analysis I've been trying to make, my good. Well. Thank you very much. I keep up the good work.
God bless you, Ferdinand. You did so well that you kind of broadened this conversation. And I love it when people do that. Okay? You kind of make it more like, my Lord Gorel, no, they deceive yourself. Oh. Even Tifnubu will not deceive himself. If this is Fulani associate come for his head, a lot of us, we are just going to pay for rentals. We're going to rent chairs. We'll take seats, bring out our cameras and phones, okay? And document the event. Me, I will document all of that. I've said it many times. This is not the first time. But there are two things I want you to please whenever we are having this kind of conversation, okay? That the North is ganging up against Tifnumbu. So therefore, the Tifnumbu, as a Yoruba man, the Yorubas are now going to... Yorubas are not fighting Igbos. Yorubas don't hate Igbos. Tifnumbu and his Ronukus, who also hate Yorubas. This is something that all of us must please be conscious of. I know it may be so difficult for some of you to actually separate them. But it is so unfortunate that a lot of you will say Yoruba this, Yoruba that because of Tifnumbu. Then you will kind of pretend that the same Tifnumbu people are not calling to kill us. Because we will never, no real Yoruba will publicly associate with Tifnumbu. Look around the people around him. Look at those kind of people that are supporting him. Look at those who are, they said he made them politically. And then look at the Yoruba land, how the real Yorubas react to these people. So it's so sad that a lot of you always associate Tifnumbu with Yoruba, but you also forgot that these people attacked their fellow Yorubas because of Tifnumbu. They said if their fellow Yorubas, they are not full Yorubas, they are still pushing it because of Tifnumbu. His own Ronukus are calling Yoruba Somoale because of Tifnumbu. But yet, all of them who are non-Yorubas, any small thing. You see this Yoruba, this tribe, any small thing. Because of Tifnumbu. So I will continue to use my own platform to correct you. That even Tifnumbu's supporters, they hate Yoruba land. They do. They are happy with the impoverishment of our people, the looting of our resources, and the oppression of our people, the dilapidated infrastructures across Yoruba land. They would rather praise these criminals and condemn anybody that's tried to call them out. They don't love Yoruba land. They hate Yoruba land. They hate the Yorubas. But they continue to say they are the Yorubas. We are the Yorubas. We will chase everybody out of Yoruba land. We will nye out of Yoruba land. Yet, all of you still point at us and say, Yorubas, Tinubu, we are not for that criminal. But there are some Yorubas for him. Of course, there are some Yorubas for him. Don't get it twisted, please. For the sake of posterity. Here is another caller. Hello. Oh, why do people call in and then somehow they just cut off? Like, say, okay, you know something, I'm going to stop. And I'm going to stop that right away. Like, you know the people that actually call me in, they will call in directly. They cheat people. They are called through WhatsApp, right? Now, because they cheat people, they could call in and terminate the people calling in from WhatsApp, right? So they take the space, ruin it, and then they drop because they could call back anytime. I'm going, no, where's the SIM card for this? Sorry, guys, I'm actually doing this on the live program, okay? So, I'll come back to that. Please, if you call me, right, I may be talking. If I pick your call, at least check your phone, okay? So if I pick your call and you realize I'm actually talking, don't hang up. If you hang up and I actually bring you on and then you're like, cut off, then you want to try again, you know, it's usually those who are actually calling directly. So after this evening, you will not be able to call directly on the line anymore. You will have to kind of fight for your place on that WhatsApp line, okay? Here, let's see this, if that one stays. Hello.
Hello, Mayegun.
Hello, sir. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Well, too. Thanks for asking.
Thank you for the burning flame this evening.
Thank you.
This is Odogu. I'm calling from
Odogu.
US.
Yes, sir.
It's been a while.
This afternoon.
I'm good. Meanwhile, I just wanted to highlight on something that nearly, like Nigeria, nearly escaped a Kenyan repeat of chaos today. This very dark man nearly triggered that, and this is from a reliable source. Somebody called from the highest authorities. I got this information from somebody who was, among those who were just calling the presidency to just calm down the impending doom. Very dark man situation nearly triggered what we are looking for, what we've been waiting for.
Really?
But this government saw it, yes. This government saw it, and somebody in the presidency asked the police to release that guy quickly because the internet was burning down.
Has it been released now, yeah?
Yes.
Right.
And we were waiting for that moment. But Nigeria government
keeps
escaped
dodging it.
Yes. Unfortunately, I wish they would pick another person because anything now will ignite Nigeria. We are just waiting for it. So I'm asking Nigerians, be law abiding, do whatever you need to do. But anybody they touch this time around, you see, this week we are entering. This is the final act where we want to enter. Anybody the Nigeria government picks or touches in terms of intimidation or gelling, that Nigeria is gone. So
it will trigger anything, and then they will just be like a avalanche of other things that will follow. Yeah.
Yes. So you remember how this case started? Very dark man exposed somebody who did something, and then police went and picked him.
Yes.
So people were waiting for that opportunity, and they escaped. Then, with what is going on in Kenya so far, a lot of African countries are opening up their eyes because people didn't see that coming, that Africans can really react in this manner,
and then keep it up so much that it's actually so effective enough.
Yes.
I mean, I saw Kenyans were all over London yesterday, 2 days ago, and they bombarded their embassy just to and the number is growing too, and with the way things is going on back in that country, so with the solidarity will grow all over the world too. It's a matter of time.
Yes, and you can see that even the officials in the Nigerian government, you see that some of them have just gone underground in recent time. Since this Kenyan stuff, nobody is coming out to do any gra-gra, except these police guys that just misbehaved today. And they were warned to stay away. Just leave these guys alone. People are not happy.
They will make a mistake.
Yes, they will make a mistake.
Maybe one of them will actually really be a situation of preparation meets opportunity. Or that they are worried about what's going on in Kenya is an understatement. They are scared.
Yes.
To the point that they are already pushing an agenda. Don't bring this to Nigeria. We don't want this thing in Nigeria. They are already in that state of panicky. That tell people not to bring it to Nigeria. Subconsciously.
Correct.
Thank you so much.
So that's what we are waiting for, and it's gonna happen. The shit must hit fan, and everybody go get popo.
Yeah, it's the last. They don't cast. You see that one with that my Ogogo said no. Now everybody go chop breakfast. You have a good night, sir. Right?
Very well. Please play Aturege song for me, please.
Oh,
Aturege.
Okay. I'll do that. I will.
Thank you, sir.
Cheers, sir. Odogu.
Oh, gbogbo ala ma jẹ breakfast. Àsìkò tó ní kálukú máa jẹ tiẹ̀ ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ ni. Súnmọ́ bìlà.
Àtisebo, àtisete, àti ń parọ́ tipẹ́, àtisete, òtítọ́ òdìmú òdodo òsì mọ́, àtisete, òtítítẹ́ kágbọ́dé fálárì àtìsítẹ́ kágbẹ̀bí fálárì àtìsítẹ́ adájọ́ ń parọ́ torí owó àtìsítẹ́ òṣèlú ń parọ́ nítorí ipò àtìsítẹ́ èdò gbówó mìíràn àtìsítẹ́ ìjà ń jà aráàlú àtìsítẹ́.
Hello there.
Hello, Maegu. Good evening.
Lady Charm. How are you this evening, ma'am?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you? Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday. I'm very well. Thanks for asking. Please.
Good. Nice talk today.
Thank you.
I just wanted to lend my voice exactly to what you were saying. You know, Ferdinand from Newcastle, I think. Because when he kept on talking about Yoruba people, say Yoruba people didn't vote for Tinubu, for goodness sake.
Not in that manner. Come on.
No.
It was obvious. But they still blame us. Here you get. That's why I told our people here that a lot of us need to kind of understand that if you begin to react to what everybody says online because you are a Yoruba man, you're just gonna overstress yourself, so to say. Or let's say all this nonsense they say online as well against the Igbos by the Yorubas who are mostly the Abobakus, right? If you go by that, you're gonna wear yourself out, right? Or maybe once in a while we need to remind ourselves here, like
no. So it was good that you actually, you know, even after he called and after his call ended, and you took a moment to say, listen, what they call it, Tinubu is not a Yoruba choice. It's not the choice of the average Yoruba man. You know, a lot of people that I know who are Yoruba did not vote for Tinubu and will not vote for
Tinubu. We
know
him. We will never associate with such person. And it's obvious too, right, Charm? They hate the Yorubas that call them out.
I don't even think they hate it. You just, you know, across the board, they hate humanity as far as I'm concerned, because we're all supposed to be human. They just hate everybody. You know, they're not even trying to do anything. In fact, the amount of money that, when you say, okay, this is how much these people are stealing, it still, you know, shocks me. I say, what is one person doing with $9 billion, for goodness sake? Where do you want to start? Where do you want to finish? You know, with the $69 billion, you're not even doing anything productive. It's just sitting down somewhere. Just sitting somewhere, doing nothing for you, nothing for anybody, you know? So the hate is not just in per tribe or anything. The hate is across the board, you know, because you must really hate your own people. You must enjoy seeing them be sick, suffer, die, and be, you know, have no access in any way, shape, or form, right? For you to justify the money that you're stealing. It has to come from a place of hate, you know? And this is not just directed to any tribe. Whatever is going on between tribes, like you said, is a political tool. It has never been, okay, this is an organic way that Igbo people feel about Yoruba people. Because when you ask somebody, okay, what is it that you don't like about Igbo people? Exactly. Oh, they want to come here and they want to own our thing. How are they owning what?
They want to take over our land. They don't respect our leaders. They don't respect our traditions. What are you talking about?
You know, did you have any laws or anything that you asked people to generally abide by, and they didn't abide by those laws?
Violate them.
You know, and they violated those laws. Is there something you said? Okay, you know, this is Yoruba land. We celebrate such and such and such. This is our tradition. This is from not. I'm not coming from like, okay, politically motivated. You know, traditional.
Politically motivated.
You know,
let somebody who is Igbo here come and tell me that the reason why he believes that the Yorubas are tribalistic, they are this and that, was because one day he was walking on the road of Yoruba land and the Yoruba grabbed you and said, "Oh my Igbo, who kill you, you Igbo." Yorubas won't do that to you, but the politically sponsored ones, they will do it again and again.
They will do it again and again. So sometimes we need to separate and differentiate and even understand what our problems are. You know, then the previous scholar talked about, you know, that, you know, Nigeria was almost at the verge of, you know, becoming like Kenya on the what they call it, a very dark man. I said, if hunger, if the lack of good governance and all the things that it brings has not motivated you to come out there and it is on top of a very dark man, then you're not ready. You're not ready. Very dark man for all he's doing and everything. It's not the reason why you're going to hit the street.
You can't hit the street because of him. But
You
it could be
can't.
this fact too. Don't rule it out, right? Remember that answers, right?
No.
It was a guy that we thought died. Charm, do you remember NSAS how it all started? You like in bit? Okay, I'll tell you. Don't worry, I'll tell you. So it was this guy who was being arrested. It was was alleged Yahoo boy, but it wasn't. Okay, so in the process of trying to arrest him in Delta State, okay, they now shot. Bah, bah. So the impression we had the moment they shot, bah, bah, the guy just fell. And then they put the guy, they don't kill him, oh, they don't kill him, you know, go. So the police now wanted to run away. So that scenario was what made it to social media. And people now started doing the hashtag NSAS now, NSAS now. Then people were like, in Delta, right? People of Delta in the Abraka or so area, right? They now mobilized and staged the first NSAS protests in Delta State. It was 4 days later that the thing hit Lagos. Before then, it's already hit Port Harcourt. It hit Aba. But guess what? Today, majority of all this politically sponsored narrative continue to make it look like NSAS actually started in Lagos. I was having a chat with my friends today, and you know what? They were like, "No, it started in Lagos now." I was like, "So you're not sure?" And
so you know what?
I was like, "Oh, it's true. It's true. I remember." But they are politically put it in their brains, right? That every time you talk about protest, you are targeting Lagos. Who are those who are pushing the narrative? Tifnumbu and APC. Continue.
Absolutely. So, like, if you didn't mention it now, I would have assumed that it actually started in Lagos as well. So it's a good thing that, you know, we're talking about it. So, yes, I agree that some events can trigger some things, but I'm saying that it cannot be on that hill of that man that you're going to say, okay, on the strength of this man doing this and that and the other, that you're going to come out. There's so much going on in our country. Half of the things that the Kenyans are protesting about have already been done to us, and more is still coming. Do you understand? That is enough. The hunger that people are experiencing on a daily basis, the lack of, you know, access to good health, medicine, poor infrastructure, and nothing is coming. Do you understand? You know, you're doing this show on a daily basis, and you know that there's no change that is coming. There's no kind of improvement that is coming down in any way, shape, or form. What we're looking at is a country that will continue to be, you know, the money and everything, that the need for all of this improvements and everything is not going to get there. It's not going to get done. It's not going to get to anybody. So we're still looking at more, how can I put it, more of us being disenfranchised at the end of the day. Do you understand? So on the strength of that, right, that is what should make you hit the streets. Not very dark man. Very dark man is fine. I understand, okay, this thing can trigger some things. But don't come on this show and tell us that, okay, it almost happened. We're not looking for almost happening. It should be happening. You understand? It should happen. Not nearly, it's almost happening. It's nearly happened and then it stopped. I don't feel that this government has the capacity, nor the capabilities to stop anything that, like what is happening in Kenya. Start, you know, once it starts, they will now say, "Oh, we got rid of this." You know,
goes like that of Kenya. Kenyans have their lives, and they fear that 40% of them are going to be dipped in abject poverty. So they rejected that, even if they have to die. Like you said, if Nigerians who have been dipped into abject poverty, over 60% of Nigerians are living below poverty line as we speak, right? If that's not enough to trigger any revolution.
We're not yet ready. We're not yet ready. I'm fine.
That makes sense.
The northern, because now, you know, the northern elites, they met up, and, you know, a few days later, we now have bombing. So you're right. You know, they're trying to make the whole place ungovernable so that they can say that, oh, yeah, Tinubu is such a terrible president. You know, there's insecurity. Forgetting that.
I'll tell you, Cham, you know what they're going to do, right? They're going to change it, okay? In the next 1 year, all right? The northern Nigeria is going to be so outspoken that it's going to be like, Buhari was never president of Nigeria. You will see. Okay? But even not, see, is it not happening already?
It's happening already.
The things that Buhari did, Tifnumbu is already surpassing them, right?
Exactly.
Right now. But we are taking stock.
All of people are here talking about how, you know, he's doing this and doing that. Where was this energy when it was happening in Buhari's time? Where was all of this energy? When people said, oh, let's protest about it, you said, no, protest is haram. Not going to protest. Muslim people. No energy. But now Tinubu's turn, and it is now, you know, Sheke Pro Max. Now it's that, oh yes, we have to protest. We have to show you how, you know, incompetent
no.
that you are.
We need unity. All of us need to unite and face this government. Let us forget about Hausa, Igbo, Yoruba. This is coming from Arewa. Wow, I say Ogu kill you there.
No.
Who is your unity? Who is you sure you are with any?
And then finally, this other guy was saying that how, you know, maybe they should make somebody from the majority a president and how minority people should become the vice president. I said, Oga, is all this nonsense not enough? Is that how we should elect our leaders? By majority and minority? Or should we be electing leaders because they are able to actually do what it is that they're meant to do in terms of governance? Not to talk about where if it's a Hausa man that's able to change the trajectory of the country, I'll vote for that Hausa man before I vote for an Igbo man. If an Igbo man is the best person who is able to do and move that country forward, then yes, okay, we will do that. But those conversations are not the conversations of any society that we want to build, whether it's Biafra, whether it is what's it called, whether it is Oduduwa Nation or Arewa Nation or whatever. We're not looking for tribes. We're looking for people who are competent. So let's stop that nonsense about majority and minority. Enough of it already. This is let's let other people go.
Thank you, Charm. Indeed. I have I did something during the